Hey guys, welcome to another episode of your favorite podcast, 234 Essential. My name remains Ayomide Tayo, AOT2, despite the removal of subsidy and the gas bills in the Nigerian economy. My name is still the same, and we thank God.
Love it. A good name. What silver or gold? What more
Yes,
than silver or gold?
uh, yep,
Hello, everyone. My name is Ugochi, the Igbo Stallion. Hello, 234 Tribe. How y'all
yep.
doing? Hope you're okay.
Yeah. First of all, apologies for not releasing the episode on time. It was due to
Sincere
issues beyond
apologies.
our control, as Nigerian parlance
Yes,
goes.
always. Do you remember, like, even when you're in school, primary school, secondary school, they never tell the students what exactly is going on in the school. They're always coding
Yeah.
things. Why do we
It's
always
above
code
your
things?
it's above your pay grade. That's
Do you
why.
know? But now we they pay the school fees that time now. No be
You
we
know
they
me.
come
You
school
know me. You
come.
know me. You
Now
don't care.
wow, everything
You
must be
don't care.
concealed. But
Yeah.
shout out to everyone who like reached out to me due to the message we put out. Thank you guys. Much love. We appreciate you. We do not take you for granted. Thank you, thank you, thank you.
Yeah.
Sorry,
And
sorry, sorry.
that's yeah, and that's why we are doing this right now. If you are old,
Exactly.
if you are no listener, we are sure that you listened to our last episode. But if someone skipped it, you can still go ahead and listen to it. It's right there on every platform you listen to, on any platform you listen to your podcast.
Yep, 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 yep.
And if you're a first time listener, welcome to 234 Essential. This is the podcast that helps you break down the Nigerian experience and helps you navigate life in this great country of ours. You can take grace literally or you can take it as irony. It's your world. Do you?
You take it literally. We're
Do you?
great. Premium
Yeah,
guys.
I
Premium
see that.
Nigerians. We're
I
premium
believe you.
people.
Okay.
I don't know, you know that anyway. I can't dance. I won't dance into the doubts that you have because I know that we're premium. Are you seeing the content we're putting out? Check only 234 alone.
Yeah.
Madness. Forget.
If you want to send us fan mail, you can send it to fanmail@234essential.com. Or if you want to send us release therapy, you can send us,
Yes.
on that same email address. And thankfully, we have release therapy today.
See, the person really released for us, so I can't wait to read it because it's so long.
Now what? Now
Also,
what?
if you want to keep up with the community, what the tribe is doing, where we're at, where our mind is, and our community manager has been dropping a lot of insightful stuff on social media of recent, a lot of it. Let us not let it go unnoticed. Follow us on every social media platform at 234 Essential Podcast. Very important. There's more to come very soon in that space, so you may actually want to follow like ASAP.
Yeah. And
Anyway.
as South Africans say, yebo.
Yebo!
Okay, let's
The
read
party animal in you finally came outside Ayo.
on my piano. Anyway,
Hey! To the world.
let us start reading our fan mail. Let's go to Night Post and read our fan mails. The first
Yes.
one is surprisingly from my namesake, from Ayomide. I
Love
listened to
it.
the last episode and I decided to send a fan mail to scream. I
Love
literally
it.
came here. I literally came here to farm AOT2. The way
Mado.
my head did, the way my head did do when he mentioned that he went to great schools, crying emoji and laughing emoji with tears. I screamed internally before HR would send me a mail of referral to Yaba left.
Love
I
it.
am Ayomide and I went to Grace High School too. Crying emoji
Mhm.
and smiling emoji with tears. Scream, skull emoji, full stop. Before you say all these Gen Z people and they're typing, another crying and laughing emoji. Yes, I'm Gen Z, I'm proud. I dragged
Love
myself
it.
before AOT2 drags me. Hi Gochi, hi Gochi. Laughing emoji with tears and love emoji. Forgive me,
Love it.
love you girl, and love your voice. Three exclamation
Thank you
points.
so much. Thank you,
Thank you, namesake.
Ayomide.
Thank you, namesake.
Ooh.
Yes.
This made
Oh,
you just say, how did you feel about knowing that somebody who is also bearing Ayomide
it
went to
happened.
grade school, is
What are the
listening
odds?
to your content? You need to be
What
a
are the
good pace
odds?
setter. You need to this now. You are now a mentor. You need to be
No,
dropping things for this
I
person.
beg. Please, me, I define mentor. Please don't come and
The
start as I do like this. Mentor
pressure
me.
tiwa.
Mentor me.
It's
Okay,
not mentor
family
you're looking
too.
for. You're looking for money. It's not mentorship.
Yes. Yes, you know your father is rich and you have foreign party. Please, application still is in progress. Thank you very much.
But this is not for Ayomide Sha. Ayomide, he's your mentor. Okay, keep
All
going.
right. Family 2 from Mena. I hope I pronounced that right.
Yeah, I think so.
Hello, AOT2 and Igbo Stallion. You can call me Ro as in Ro. Okay.
Whoop,
I
whoop,
started
whoop.
listening to you in May 2022, right before you dropped your 100th episode. And I've listened to
I
every
know
single
that.
episode of your podcast to date. Thank you very much. Now to
Thank you.
the person's quick question. Do you guys know anything about stocks, bonds, mutual funds, and fixed deposits? I would
Hmm.
definitely love to hear back from you. Have a lovely week ahead. Writing in from Hungary, hungry emoji. My guy, I know a bit, but I cannot say I'm Rockefeller or I
Mm,
am Bill Gates or what's that old
yeah.
man's name.
Which
So
one?
I will refer you, please, now that you remind me, I'll try and refer you to like business links where you can actually, or links where you can actually know about stocks, bonds, mutual funds, and
Mm-hmm.
fixed deposits. Yeah, because
Yeah.
it's necessary now. Where Nigeria they go. If you wake up tomorrow now, say they don't sell the country, maybe everybody they go their papa house. So it's actually good.
Oh, I mean, but just to breeze on what's it called? Just to rub over that real quick. Of course, stocks are very different from bonds. A lot of people are investing a lot more in stocks these days than in bonds because bonds so has some sort of government hold on it. I'm not also a guru. I don't know anything to be honest. The only thing I'm putting my head inside now is real estate. But yeah, I think that if you Google right now, highest stocks in the world or in any country you're looking to buy or company that you're looking to buy stock from, it'll be nice for you to go there and find out. You can also try RiseVest. There's some apps you can use to help yourself, yeah, RiseVest is one of them. I think there are some others, but I mean that's the only one that comes to my head right now. Piggyvest also has, like, this person is in Hungary, I didn't get it, but Piggyvest has some things that they do for people. Better still, talk to a stockbroker. Probably wouldn't cost you as much, so that they can help you navigate your money better if you cannot watch it for yourself. Yeah.
All right. Okay. Uh, Family
Thank
3.
you.
This is from a frequent listener and male sender. This is from, and I
See,
think
and two, three,
I've
four
seen this
OG.
I've seen this his name in my socials before, so I know he's alive.
Yes.
I don't know how to pronounce your second name, so I just stay with the first one. That one is standard Igbo name. That last one is look. All I can say is that
Having
it would have rhymed with urine.
I love it.
It would have
Please
rhymed
join
with
me.
urine. Okay, Chico, urine.
Love it.
Okay. We thank God for
Listen,
diversity
God
in
is
our
good.
thoughts. Amen.
Hmm.
Well, okay, let's get into this. Fan mail. Hi, my favorite
Okay.
podcast hosts and listeners around the world. Great episode last week, as always. Thanks for spoiling Jago Jago for those who have yet to see it, including myself. We didn't spoil it. We gave you
Exactly.
guys spoiler alert.
On
You people don't just like listening. I did not actually follow your conversation about the movie, so if I ever get
you
to watch it, it will still
understand?
be fresh. Smart man.
Blocked
Yeah,
it
yeah,
out.
yeah, yeah. Allow me this opportunity to apologize to Gochi the Igbo Stallion. I felt heartbroken to know that the family I sent 2 weeks ago, which I talked about her relationship with Phil on the pod,
Okay.
negatively impacted her week. I really did not see that coming. I'm alive to the fact that your personality on the pod is different from what it is in reality. I was only speaking to the on the pod character. I mean, it's like calling Kanayo a ritualist or Princess Ozoko a wicked mother-in-law. By the side, we're not too sure about KOK. Don't be say because we never catch
I,
up. Don't be saying they do. Anyway, I doubt that those I doubt they take those things to heart. And the funny thing, Ugochi, is that we know each other.
God,
Remember
I beg.
2021 Christmas, Houston. I was supposed to help you
Hey, this
deliver
guy has
something to someone
okay, you
in
have
Richmond.
exposed me.
It was Richmond, right? See how Ugochi is a
Listen,
woman of international
okay.
commerce. And she'll be telling me
Bye, I don't
she's
have
broke, she's broke.
money.
Please, next next launch is on
actually,
you.
I
The
think
next
we're
launch
actually
is on
going to
you.
look. I'm going to look into that. I think so. Yeah.
Okay, okay. You
You
know I will
just
never throw
did.
you just like that now. You know now. That's Smart guy, my guy,
I
nice
love
one.
it.
That said, I profusely apologize for how that made you feel. Now I feel the need to
I
make it
love
up to
it.
you. We should talk about the later perhaps. Please, if it's dollars involved. Me too, I was offended, so I need dollars.
I love
I was
it.
highly
I actually
offended. I need
agree. In
dollars
fact,
too.
that's the only solution
Yes,
right now because my body
yes.
is paining me.
All right. Per your last episode, where you talked about Igbos and Yorubas come together to make music, allow me to play the devil's advocate for a minute. Don't you think that coming together is the same reason politicians from these regions come together? The reason being to further their nest to make more money, etc., etc. Don't you think these musicians are merely trying to win the hearts of potential fans in states that are out of their catchment geopolitical zones? This is a little thing piece, I suppose. I love the cultural fusion if you ask me. Anyway, keep doing the good
Love
work
it.
you are doing with the pod. Ciao. James and John, two names, one apologic heart. Thank you very much, James and John. Going back to your fan mail, you said you
I
did
love
not
it.
listen to our conversation about Jago Jago. That's a very smart man. Nigerians will complain about spoiler alerts when they've clearly seen the
Will
spoiler
not
alert.
allow.
But Ojukokoro, gossip, mouth, he will not allow them. But this is a smart man. And that's why I know he's not in Nigeria.
I
Because
love
when
it.
you're outside Nigeria,
Mm-hmm.
your brain go to accelerate. You go to fire, they go. You go to fire. Um, for your comment on Igbos and Yorubas come together to make music, you play the devil's advocate. I
Mm-hmm.
don't see. First of all, it
Mm-hmm.
makes business sense for them. For you, let's not lie.
Yeah.
The the business model of Nollywood in the 90s, you know, was first of all, Nollywood in the
Mm-hmm.
90s was built on Igbo entrepreneurs who were businessmen who were dealing in spare parts and everything, and they decided,
Mm-hmm.
you know what, let's put our money into the movies, right? And they decided that for them to have a bigger market, they were not going to do only Igbo movies. They started doing a lot
Mm-hmm.
of, in short, they even, at one point they abandoned Igbo movies. It was very hard for
Yeah.
you to see an Igbo movie, and they started to go English movies, and it made
Mm-hmm.
a lot of business sense, and that is what built Nollywood today. So, and also it also
Mm-hmm.
allowed for Igbo culture to come across in the mainstream. A lot of the
Mm-hmm.
culture, the tribe, the language, the practices actually came out in the 90s, and it helped to even abolish old customs like widows, rights of
Some
the
places
whole
still they
widow
do am sha.
practices stuff and all that. Odwe Osu people. I know, but some
Mm.
places, because of
Mm.
that spotlight in the 90s, decided to abolish it and everything. So it makes sense for them. It makes business sense, but it also makes good cultural sense because if we don't know each other, how can we now go forward at the end of the day? We don't know what the other
Yeah.
person does in his own tribe or what they hold dear, what they hold sacred. We don't know. Yeah, I think it's from watching Igbo movies that I learned that Igbo people don't prostrate,
Mm-hmm.
and that's their own way of life. So at the end of the day, it's good if we're all
Mm-hmm.
exposed and we all see all everybody's culture. So
100%.
I think it's a
I
good thing.
mean, I just
It's a good thing.
piggybacking off something you just said now. Yes, it makes perfect Igbo sense, and it also helps with cultural longevity in a sense because what you do not know or what you do not talk often about
Yeah,
will go unnoticed. Nobody's going to listen. Nobody's going to relate with you. I always tell my friends that sometimes when I look at the Igbo culture, especially the language, I think that it will phase out quickly because a lot of people already have the preconceived notion that Igbo is too hard. I don't want to learn it. I don't want to speak it. Do you understand? But if you don't continue to
yeah, yeah.
tell stories in your language, if you don't continue
Mm-hmm.
to now, I understand also like where this person is coming from, talking about
Yeah,
how sometimes when you allow a people too much into your culture, it sort of waters it down. And that's why, like, even after we reviewed Dragon Dragon some weeks ago,
yeah,
we said it to be important for people to tell their own stories. Yes, it is great. Diffusion is great, but if the Igbo man sits back and doesn't do the needful, like it's shameful for like, and well, I'm not ashamed as ashamed anymore. But I don't speak Igbo language fluently, and it annoys me, right? My parents, my mom, if my mom calls me
yeah.
right now, every all the
Mm-hmm.
conversations will be in Igbo. I will understand it, but I can't speak it for the fear, especially of pronouncing the words wrongly, because I understand how if you pronounce the word wrongly, it sort of changes the meaning of the word in totality. And do you understand? Exactly. And I don't want people to listen
Yeah,
to that and think that it
it's a
is right
different
and
meaning
start to say
entirely.
that. If I cannot say the word, then I don't want to like force it, but I'm going to learn it. Like I try as much as I can when I interact with people to say the words as clearly as I do. And even people who listen to this podcast, when they hear me speak Igbo, I'm sure they can tell that, oh, she's saying rubbish. It's just like how, what's this guy's their name? Cavemen. When they say some things in Igbo, yeah, the Igbo is
Yeah,
terrible,
people say,
right? But like,
yeah,
is the effort? Oh yes, yes, yes. The Igbo is not great.
so ahead,
It's the
so
effort to
ahead.
even do it in the first place that is important. And if you know, say you know what made a spoiler for you, then you go do it yourself. That's the truth. You have to do something. Find a way to insert
Oh yeah,
yourself.
yeah, and yeah, like you said, the
Mm-hmm.
longevity of a culture is through art.
Exactly.
Put it in movies, put it in songs, and it also allows people to. That
Mm-hmm.
is an easy way to actually learn a language
Exactly.
when you listen to songs and all that stuff. Like play
Also,
like play.
so
I know the meaning of Osiso
fast.
abi Osiso or faster fast. Yeah, Osiso faster faster. That's because Ikechukwu did a song
Also,
with that title, and I was asking
mad.
people what does it mean, and they said, "Oh, that is it." So
You
yeah,
know, his last
yeah,
question, his
that's
last
it.
the question that he ended
Okay,
with was, "Don't you think
okay,
these
continue.
musicians are merely trying to win the hearts of potential fans in
Yeah,
the states?" Blah blah. Yeah, I think, and I don't see how that is bad. Um, if we're
yeah,
saying one Nigeria, for one for
it's not
a
bad.
person in the south or southwest to live where they are, even let me not say south because we're closer to those guys. For anybody in the southwest that says, oh, they want to go to the north or they want to go to the southeast or anywhere else, there has to be some level of appeal. Do you get what I mean? Oh, you like this? Like for instance, Toyosi likes Igbo language. She
Yeah,
always
yeah,
makes these comments about wanting to even marry an Igbo person. Like she wouldn't mind that because she loves the songs. She listens to the songs. She just feels like it's so beautiful. Yeah, there are people like that. Like you open a person's eyes. Do you understand? You open a person's eyes
yeah. There
more
are people
to
like
the
that.
beauty of a thing when you expose them to it. And what better way to expose them to it? If tomorrow Fowl says he wants to do a tour and he goes into Owerri or he goes to Aba and he says Indike Ndike Nwobodo, eh? Tell me that all those
Of
men in the
course,
markets they will not rush outside. Is he passing a message? Do you understand? One
say
now everybody will
fast,
be hailing him and
say
shit. But like
fast.
he
Yeah,
needs the cocoa of the matter is what is the message you're trying to pass? Is this thing are they trying to jack the language? No. He collaborated with two Igbo artists on that on that record just to ensure that the authenticity of it,
yeah,
a proper speaking Igbo man flavor, and then Odumodu with his hardcore Igbo rapping and shit. So as long as
yeah,
my brothers are on it and I can identify them, man,
yeah,
what am I talking about? And I understand the message he's trying to pass. Well, we must also open our hearts to changes. Change is happening. So we have to get with the program, you know.
yeah.
100%. I love this.
I agree. Okay,
Thank you
we've gone through the
guys.
fan mail. Thank you guys for sending your fan mail. So it's ca- catch up time. Mr. Gochi, how was your week?
My week was good. I started my week. Shout out to my friend. I call him Daddy. But yeah, I said that it was food poisoning, but they said that I was hungover. That was I drank too much alcohol. That's why I was sick. But I was really sick at the beginning of the week. I couldn't do anything. I lost a lot of electrolytes, but I became better the next day. Great. Um, I've been facing the same challenge as regards my new path of life for a couple of days now, and I don't know how to navigate it. And I know that as much as I have watched, read everything, I still have to make a decision for myself, and whatever decision that comes to is what it is. I think that one of the most difficult things that I'm facing right now is pricing services. I've always known how to price products. You know, it's very direct. Shipping cost of the product, cost of shipping, that's landing costs. Um, Putting a margin or a percentage markup, and then the percentage markup covers for keeping the inventory, your business run overhead running costs, and all of that. But like now for a service, it's just like, so how much is too much and how much is too little? I know that at the end of the day, I need to come to that conclusion by myself. But like, I also want to be fair because the demography I'm looking at, it's not like they're swimming in money. Like the demography in terms of business styles or business levels that I'm looking at, it's not like they're swimming in money. They're also trying to start something. And so, how do I not shoot myself in the foot but still give them the best of me, you know? I've been struggling with that all week, and I promise you, I've redone done RFPs. Like it's just so crazy. But yeah, I had a great week with my friends as usual. Very relaxing. I went to the mainland sometime in the week. I went to Festac. I know that a lot of people do not know what part of Lagos that is, but yeah, I went to Festac. Yeah, I just had a really good week, amazing weekend even, and I'm ready again for what this week has to offer, even though this week is coming to an end currently. But yeah, it's all Gucci. How's your week?
Yeah, yeah, yeah. That's good. That's good. My week was adulting
Mm,
week. You having a budget for the month, but somehow, things just happen,
of
and
course.
just have to start breaking the bank and all that. While yeah,
Mm,
so I had to deal with like money issues and all
at
that,
all.
which is not sexy because nobody likes debit alerts.
That
Yeah.
was very to
So
the
that
point.
was that was just my week basically. Nothing more apart from dealing with money. Yes, because now they pay me pass with that
Oh my
money
god! But
go
like, how are
is
you
money.
budgeting in a time like
Yeah,
this? This not this, I'm not asking you this because I'm saying
um,
me I'm not budgeting, but like I'm saying, how are you able to budget in these uncertain times? Walk us through the process. Small.
uh, we so you so I basically
Mm-hmm.
divide. So after you know how it is in Nigeria now. When you collect salary, you have to
Yes.
distribute the wealth around. First of all, let's just keep it like that. Distribution of wealth. Then you now look at how much will I no for me I look at how much will
Mm-hmm.
take me through the
Mm-hmm.
week or through the month, basically. And I divide it into two.
Mm-hmm.
So there's
Mm-hmm.
transport and
Mm-hmm.
feeding, which is in one account for the month. And there is miscellaneous
Mm.
there's miscellaneous like
Mm.
moving around, paying
Mm-hmm.
NEPA bill, paying
Mm.
like buying stuff, all those miscellaneous stuff.
Okay.
And I put them into two separate accounts. So I have two accounts, one for feeding and transportation, and
Mm.
the other one for other miscellaneous stuff.
Mm,
Like,
of
and when I
course.
say transportation, I mean like going to the office. So under miscellaneous is where you now
Mm-hmm.
get all those Uber trips that are like mad and everything. But you now find out that
Mm-hmm.
the money no dey augment. The your best calculation, things will happen, things will spoil. Somebody will call you that they need money for something urgently, and
Mm-hmm.
you just have to just lean back a little bit and dip into that small stash that you save. That okay, I'll save out of
Yeah.
this. It is what it is. But we thank God because there was a time that to even save, you could not save because how much are you making?
Yeah.
You know. And now you can pay your bills,
Yeah.
you can
Mm-hmm.
pay your bills at least. You know they owe anybody money.
That's
So
great.
that's
So
progress.
do
That's
you
progress.
factor in like enjoyments for the
Yeah.
month, or you just like if there's any money left from all of these important
That's the
things?
so that's the painful
Yeah.
that's the painful thing about Nigeria because you
And why
now
do you
feel
feel that way?
guilty trying to budget enjoyment. You know, because you're looking at
Mm-hmm.
okay, this is not a
And
basic
why
something. This is not basic
I
need
don't
for this
agree with you
person.
there, but keep going.
That yeah, no, I know a lot of people that they make money, but if you not say a guy, let's just to enjoy, they can't enjoy because they have that fear factor
Mm-hmm.
that if I dip into this enjoyment, that
Mm.
means
Mm-hmm.
I do not have my priorities straight, which is wrong.
Yeah.
And relaxation and enjoyment should be part of your budget. But in Nigeria, you go to fear, say, hey, if I go do this one now, everything goes
Yeah.
so it's I have to mentally check myself like almost you
Yeah.
need to actually go out and do
Yeah.
this, maybe go and watch a movie, go to a nice restaurant,
Yeah.
do this, go to the spa and save that money. Because you are meant to
Exactly.
enjoy your money. Nigerians don't know that you are meant to enjoy your money. Nigerians actually behave like,
Yeah.
this money is the key to
I love
heaven.
it.
I must hold it. Yeah. But there should be time for there should be
Mm-hmm.
money for there should be budget for relaxation and everything. Even
Exactly.
clothes, you go wear clothes. You go wear
Exactly.
clothes now. Hey. So yeah,
And I actually
that's the
feel
challenge
like
we're
even
dealing
as
with. So
adults, you can't
there's a lot
really
of
tell
good.
adults how to use their money. That's the truth. Like, yeah, people have different needs, wants.
Last.
People want to
Yeah,
use
no.
their money for different stuff, and then you want to tell them, oh, you can advise, of course. Some people they earn money, they use all the money chop. Oh. They say
Oh
now,
yeah.
who chop they budget. You understand? But like,
some people
period.
have a if I die,
That's
I die
on
mentality.
P.
That they on the last on the last day of the month, they'll be looking
I
at the
swear,
accountant like, oh guy, if you don't pay, I'm
strangle you.
stranded. So you better. They are down to their last cover on the last day. Yeah. There are people like that. And there are people like when they take their salary like this,
Exactly.
they'll still they'll rather trek to
That's
work if that option is viable. Because they believe that
you get what I mean.
anything can happen. And that's trauma actually. That's the economic trauma that Nigeria has put us through. That
See,
you feel
the
guilty
first
trying to buy
people,
something.
the former people that you just gave, that you just described, the ones who eat like that, they're always living on the edge. Those are I
Yeah,
don't mind those guys because to be honest, this life
yeah.
all fumbia, right? But again, it's just that don't eat your money finish and come and beg me for money or come and put me in the chokehold and say, ah,
No, no, no.
you know, and
That one no deal. Sorry. I say,
do you
madam,
understand?
I said
Oh
they
my
collect salary,
god.
which are they collect
I don't
salary.
know if people
Augment
have
your
those
life.
colleagues that they're always begging everybody in the office. Like, listen, everybody's going through their own shit too. I'm not saying don't ask for help. It's just like don't become like the office beggar. Yeah, do you get what I mean? Try
Don't be the
try as
nepa.
much as possible to
Yeah, don't
ensure
be that
that
person everybody is running
the
from.
people you spend most of your life with, because the truth is you spend a lot of your time with the people at work than you do your family. You don't want to be the person who when you are
Yeah.
coming just like, oh my god, not this person again. Do you get what I mean? Don't be a boof. Don't be like, oh, just be cool. Like try as much as possible. And if you want they borrow, try they get one or two people where if he ask, no be the whole office, I beg.
Please, if you are borrowing, don't give Pampe my number. Because me, I
You
go
know,
beat
do
myself.
those guys send you
Don't give Pampe
messages?
my
Not just
number.
Palmpay, but like all of them that loan people money.
I think I recently got one from one strange company. They said
It's not only,
that you're eligible for loan. I said, God punish you people. So
do you
that you
get
can be
what I
chasing
mean?
so you can be chasing me up and
And
down
wreck your
over
life
50,000
for
naira.
it,
I'm
embarrass
mad.
you,
Mm,
infiltrate your
Don't
space, and everything in between. That's so wild. But like
God
yeah,
give.
when if you dey beg, especially
I
this
beg.
period, beg with empathy because people no get everywhere is red. Thanks and God bless.
Yeah.
Only
It's
be
red.
brutal with those people that owe you money,
Yeah.
Sha. Yeah.
Speaking of scarce,
Mm.
that's true. Speaking of scarce resources, we're entering into our tweet of the week, formerly
X.
known as tweet of the week, but it's now called X of the week
Hello, no, no.
because Elon Musk has him and Charlie Poppy. They don't go smoke Igbo. Be like say that Igbo no enter
He
Elon Musk
boss in
right
brain.
canal. He don't enter in brain canal. Yeah, yeah. Every Nigerian should know about this
Mm.
X or tweets that I'm about to say.
Tweet, tweet of the week. You are now listening to the tweet of the week, the tweet that stood out the most on Twitter. Right here on 234 Essential Podcast.
Ew.
Meat no dey finish for party. Now you know they
God, I beg.
important.
He really touched me. Do you
Yeah,
understand?
poverty smelling. Poverty smelling. I hate all those parties that you go to and they tell you meat has finished. Then 30 minutes
Hmm.
later, you now see them carrying one big
See,
meat like this, one
I
plate,
swear.
two. You're not gonna take it to the front. And you now be like, but what happened? And it's always Yoruba party.
Mm-hmm.
I have to report our tribe. The,
Do you
the
feel
politics
so?
that goes on in a Yoruba wedding reception
Do
is
you,
more than APC, is
please,
more than APC
do you
convention.
honestly feel
I have
so?
horror
Because I feel
stories.
like you people always have a
I have
lot
horror
of meat
stories.
and food in
See,
general.
it's not that I do not have a lot of meat, but if you don't position
Ah,
yourself well, my sister, hunger will catch you. So
mm,
it is a case of
mm.
Nigeria has crude oil, but there's no fuel. So you know
For
say
you,
it day, but
just
it didn't day.
specifically for you.
Yes, yes. I remember when
Mm.
I was one of my guys' groom's train or groomsmen,
Of
and
course, now you
we
came
were
to
the
work
last
now.
fit
What do
that
you
day.
mean? So
Everybody was
you where
listening
they
about
work,
us, hunger and
you
the
they can't
catches.
they all those una
I'm
events,
look,
una they give
excuse me.
DJ food first.
No, 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 no.
DJ go work in work
He has
first
a
before they go give him food now.
excuse me. He has he has a best man. I came to wear suit and dance. After dancing him to the reception,
That's what you think.
my
That's what you
KPI is
honestly
done.
think.
I'm sorry.
But see,
Yes,
mm-hmm,
yes. And at that wedding reception,
mm,
and I saw all these big aunties, all these big mummies. They just hijacked all those
see,
pocketers there. They just hijacked the thing from them. I said, "Do you know who I am? Oh, yeah,
I
yeah.
love it.
I did 4 plates of jollof rice now. They will do something, something. Anyway, I said, hey, mhm. It was all poor soul that took pity on us. And these people are not eating. I said, thank you. They never give,
See, and
they
your
never give us our life. They
updates
gave us water.
when you go to a
Ah, now
party,
wow.
any especially Yoruba party, because now they get food and meats. I'm telling
Mhm.
you because I'm an Igbo girl and I know how the wedding
No
used to be.
food
You
there,
think
food
there's
there.
politics in people's own? There's segregation in our own segregation. They segregate you. I
Segregation
saw
and
they legit
Africans,
see
and
the way they will
Africans.
curve you. You've never seen it in your life. So like update is when you go to a party, look for the closest waiter and press like one or two or three or four or five thousands into the person's hand.
Yeah,
See, if you
yeah.
want the carton, if you
Though,
want the carton of
you eat
wine
more than
and
the groom.
champagne, they will bring it to your table. For sure, for sure. Do you understand? Like,
The
don't even
champagne.
doubt it at all.
The
They will
champagne.
definitely put it in your hands. Like, don't go to the party and be expecting that anybody now. See, everybody eye they hot, they red. But that your friend's wedding you're talking about, the friend
The
did you guys
choke.
a disservice because usually people in Ashwebi and bridal train or groom's train, they're always like properly attended to. They assign people to them.
And I and I
I love it. Was
I
it a
wore
three
suit that
piece?
day. I wore suit too. I was looking very responsible. No, not it's Nigeria London suit. It's not 3 piece. So
to
in
keep
this
it
hot weather,
to
I'm not be
keep
wearing
it
three
to
piece.
keep it professional. You get what I
Uh
mean?
uh. Kilo day. When when no be when no
I
be
love
royal wedding.
it.
We will calm
But
down.
like
We will calm
really,
down for
really going
Jesus.
to a wedding and not eating has to be
Yeah.
one of the most painful things you will feel in this life. Hey,
Hmm. Hmm. See,
tell me.
there's an event I went for. It was a music event,
Mm-hmm.
and they had
Mm-hmm.
a lot of like finger foods and everything.
Yeah.
The company accountant, first of all,
Mm-hmm.
where we're seated, see what matters first of
Mm-hmm.
all is location. Location, location, location. Sit down where those people are.
Mm-hmm.
When they bring out the food, they are the first person they see. That is the way to
Exactly.
go. Don't sit down in front. There is no joy in sitting down in front.
Exactly.
Sit down at the back. The way you sit down at the back, bribe those boys. This
Mm-hmm.
event I went to, the company accountant bribed the guys. I think get them like 3K. See, there's no dish that we do not eat. I don't buy our star. I said no. It's enough. Don't bring that. He said no, no.
Oh
We
my
ate
word.
everything. We
It's so
ate
important.
everything that was available in that party. Since there's corruption everywhere, since there's corruption
Mm-hmm.
everywhere now, let corruption be at
Very, very,
wedding
very
receptions too.
key.
I beg.
As much as we know
I beg.
we don't support corruption, on this podcast. Okay.
I
We do
support corruption
support
on the
stomach
stomach. Please,
infrastructure.
please, people must eat.
We definitely support stomach infrastructure.
Yeah, yeah.
Yes, especially at
In
weddings.
in
Very
weddings, that's
important
the right context.
because
In weddings,
do you understand? Because
yes.
how
Not politics,
really
so
can you be
at
going for a
weddings.
wedding and then you dress up, you pay for makeup, you pay for ashwebi, you
I don't
still
cack up.
pay tailor to sew
Ah,
it,
ah.
you now see enter motor to go to the wedding, they now not give you food. Do you understand the level of investment that
I
I
will not
put
eat.
into coming to this
Ah,
wedding?
problem go deal. This is not now. I know why
Do you understand?
some evil family members always
Of
curse the
course,
couple when they don't see food at reception. Now this kind of thing,
going
because
through
you
a
know where I
lot.
don't waka for. They don't even give me
Just
food.
for
They don't
me
give
to
me
come
Friday
here and
night.
you tell me that
God,
I'm not worthy of
a lot.
eating your food.
God do.
Damn Choco, I'll kill you. I'll pop somebody's brain open
No,
because
no,
what?
something must be done. I do
Do you
I do that kanayo.
understand?
That eye finger
Or
thing
that
when I
staring
use
competition between Kanayo
uh,
and one other. Oh God, I'll send you Pete Doce. Exactly.
pit.
We'll be looking at each other, stare down. Cause what? Are you crazy? See, don't invite me anywhere if you're
Yeah,
not going to
you go
feed
know as
me
they
as a
go.
person. Don't just
Okay,
food. In fact, food is a non-negotiable. Once I
yeah,
come anywhere, I need to eat. Don't even ask me, are you hungry? Just say,
yeah,
choose something from the menu. Simple. And I'm saying this for everybody. I'm a single girl in Lagos. I do not cook. I don't have food at
yeah.
home. Every day I wake up, I choose hunger. Do you
Please,
understand? Every day I
soft
wake up, I
life,
choose hunger first
soft
because who's
life.
going to be
Mm-hmm.
cracking brains to be thinking about what to feed my system? I beg, I don't have strength for that. All of us lazy. Yes. You go to your yes, yes, that's me. I don't have strength. I can't do it.
Mm-hmm.
Anything you say that yes, that's what I am. I can't. Yeah, hungry, but yes, I'm very hungry. If you know hungry, I beg, I go like packing your house. Take care of me, please. Come and take care of me because you're not over for you not to be hungry. You're more adult here than I am. So take care of me. Thank you and God bless. Do you understand? I'm ready
Now
for
that's
that.
a now. Now moving for one piece of drama in wedding receptions.
Mm,
There was a reception in Abuja on Monday where
mm,
Emperor
mm.
Bola Tinubu, aka Jagaban, aka Balablu, decided to
Yes.
how do I call it, inaugurate his cabinet, and those are his ministers who will be working for him
I
in
love
the
it.
next 4 years. If you
Who's
ask me, the
checking?
next 8 years, but who's counting? One of one of his most colorful ministers, definitely going to be his most controversial minister,
Mm,
uh, ex-governor Wike,
I love it.
was appointed as the Minister of FCT Affairs. And not only was he grinning from ear to ear
Keeping the
when
enemy
when he
close.
met the president and they shook hands, a few hours later, Baba don't go do press conference and he said, Omo, houses will be demolished.
I love
We
it.
will not allow for cows in Abuja. Um, First of all, Abuja people, you people are following my hand. There
Who
are
said
cows in your
that?
city. I thought you said Abuja was like New York, was
No,
like
they only say
Beijing, was like
they
London.
don't
That's
have
how they always
traffic.
behave. Because
They
whenever
have
they
better
compare Abuja and
roads.
Lagos,
Yeah.
okay. Because the way they talk is as if Omo, so allow them. And Wike has now, I thought Wike would be chill,
Wow.
but Wike has continued in his very colorful behavior and decided to go gaga.
Mm,
Before I even delve into the latest piece of information,
love it.
PDP, please, there's no convention for you in Abuja again. Because
See.
Wike will go to show you
Hmm.
premium shady. You cannot hold any convention in Abuja. Maybe you have to get it at the outskirts of Abuja, but not inside main Abuja. No more Eagle Square for you people. Article, all your houses, please start to sell them because
I
Wike
love
will
it.
demolish a lot of them. It shocked me. It shocked me. So
Mm,
today, which is tomorrow for you guys, I got this piece of information that Wike has already approved for the
hmm.
demolition of six
That's so
thousand
crazy.
buildings in Abuja already.
I'm
This man has
telling
not
you,
used he has not used 72
Oto
hours.
Oto.
Baba don't they, yeah. Most of these houses are in slums, so you can say, okay, they're legal houses and everything. But you people in
Hmm.
Abuja, you're about to enjoy Wike in full force. Now he's a federal minister. The whole of the country will
Sure,
hear him. You people
the
will know
minister
what's up.
of the FCT is also is tantamount to the governor of the FCT, right? Okay.
Yeah, stuff like something like
Yeah.
that. Yes.
So
But
the
there's
truth
no governor, so
is,
he's just a
I don't know
minister.
what if anybody was expecting different. First of all, smart move from Tinubu for sure. Keep your friends close, but your enemies closer,
Of course not.
so that both of them they can be looking. Do you understand?
That's why help and run. Yeah, that's why
He
help and
run
run.
everybody
That's why help
streets,
and run
a
one or
whole
two things during
state. He run
presidential
their
election.
streets
Oh, yeah,
for this guy.
come. Say, Wike, you've tried for
Yeah,
me.
no
Come.
dala.
Wike,
Come
you've
and stay
tried.
close. Come and sit
Come
by
and
my
enjoy.
chair here. Let me be having my eyes on you,
Yeah,
so that you not pay a quick one. Do you
yes.
understand? Did you see his
Sits by my
interview where
right
they
hand
asked
side.
him that
Yeah.
which flag is he going to that whether is what party is he going to support or which flag is he going to raise or something? He said, "Oh, I knew that you asked me that. Well, brother, if you like, give me LP flag. I will put it. What that man is such a diplomatic person. I never seen. Now why they put her for there?
He
See,
doesn't have any shame, or
his
this thing. He will
loyalty is
say it
his
as it
value.
is.
That's
Now,
his interest.
the only thing I'm expecting from him is for him to bring
Mm.
his band. I think his band are still in the States. He needs to transfer his band to Abuja. They will now feature Odumodu. Then they will win next rated. That will remain for Wike with that. Because clearly, Wike is about to
I
give us
love it.
maximum content week in, week
Listen,
out
a
for the
lot
next
of
4 years.
content happening in
At
Nigeria these
least.
days.
At
Are we going
least.
to breeze on just a quick brush over the palliative sharing of by the Nigerian government? Um,
Oh yeah,
just
yeah. Yeah.
give us
So
some background
I have an
first.
update on that. First of all, I think somebody in Shomolu. I want to
Okay.
just do a quick Google. I think it's that the House of Rep guy in Shomolu, or the
Mm-hmm.
senator in Shomolu. Let me just look for it. Actually shared palliative to
What's
people
the
in
name of
local
your local
government
government? Your
during
local
the
government
week.
area?
Let me look at that.
Yes, your Ifakajaya's
Ifako
the
Jaye one. I've seen.
your local government
I'm
chairman
about.
was also sharing stuff. Oh. If you never reach you better go ask.
Uh, You never reach me. There's a
Mm-hmm.
day I went to like local government. I just passed the local government system and I saw a lot of old women. I
Mm.
saw a lot of old women going, so I know that they're sharing something. I don't know. Okay, so it is the chairman of the Shomolu Local
Mm.
Council, Abdul Hamid Salabu, who was distributing subsidy palliatives in the council at the weekend. And he was rowdy as expected. And I was
Mm.
even surprised that a politician is even taking this step
But waiting is
to
share
start sharing
first.
palliative.
Why are we saying big up to him? No be
Big up
waiting
to
they say
him.
make them do before. No be in work where they
And
do.
no,
Oh, okay.
no. This is from his own pocket. Oh.
Mm-hmm.
The federal government will never reach your
It
hand.
did.
It never reach your hand yet.
Okay.
Also, it is
Mm.
packaged
Mm.
rice, beans, and
Okay.
gari. Standard diet. Men are not die.
See, go still touch
May
everybody
who busy no
because
killing them.
how many pots
Yes.
of rice is that? Well, shout out to him that is from his pocket first. But now the work where they send her to do be that. Government don already say they go give palliative. You still carry them. Later they will say you should clap for them when they did not do roads in their state or they did not do their local government, not put the gutter. Like he will say, remember the Desmond Elliott interview where they were asking them why he did a bridge, and everybody was saying, and we say it was substandard bridge, and they're like,
Oh yeah.
that was not even his job. It was out of his benevolence. He did it. Oh, guys, that okay? So what the job they asked you to do, you not even do it.
Well,
The one where you can't still do, you still do rubbish.
benevolence is the name of an Igbo girl.
Do you understand? Like
God
they
punish
just
his
be as much
benevolence. He's
as
mad.
yes, I understand that you were
Yeah.
thinking about people. I think I've said it on this pod before. There's this politician I used to know
Mm-hmm.
somewhere in the east. He asked me one day and he said, "Oh, that what is the best scheme for poverty alleviation? Food banks or there's something else, but shall still food related." I said, how is poverty alleviation feeding
Mm-hmm.
people? How do you remove a people from do you understand? How do you remove a people from
He's not
poverty
elevating them.
by only feeding them? You do not give them work to do. You do not give them there's nothing lucrative. This is one day. This literally give us this day our daily bread. And you say you're alleviating them from poverty. How?
And
Do you understand what I mean?
how long
Even
will the
manna from
food
heaven,
last?
after a while they collect them because they still say they
Anyway.
don't they abuse them. That's not
Mm-hmm.
poverty alleviation. Please, like our people in politics need to get more creative. There are a lot of small businesses. Invest in them. Have workshops. Set up shit. There's so much to do to remove. There are
Mm-hmm.
too many young boys on the road to be. There are too many young people on the road for us to be talking about feeding them. Food is not the answer. Get them put their hands to work. There's so much to do. There's so much unskilled culture going into extinction because people don't have continuity. There is nobody wants to learn that. Everybody wants to sharp make money. Like, can we be serious about this country for once? Like, why are they playing food? You carry one small thing or how for country that is we're at the brink of this scattering, might not even be scattering of the country, but of the people itself. And you're feeding them, feeding us where?
Now let me read
Okay.
what the federal government has allocated to each state.
Mm-hmm.
This is written by John Bosco in the Vanguard. I just have to say his name because his name is very funny, John Bosco. Anyway, the National Economic Council (NEC) on Thursday said that the federal government has approved 5 billion naira grants to be given to each of the
Mm-hmm.
36 states. That means each state gets 5 billion naira for the procurement of grains, as well as 5 trucks of rice to each state as palliatives to cushion the effect of
Right.
subsidy removal. After reading this, I went to go and look for
Mm.
my
Mm.
state house of rep. That means the
Mm.
representative in the state, in the Lagos State of Assembly. I actually
Mm.
found him for a fact called Jai
That would be
One,
amazing.
and I plan to write an email to him that please can you sources can you sourcely break down how this
Mm-hmm.
5 billion naira worth of rice will be shared and how it will reach us in
Mm-hmm.
your
Exactly.
constituency because you are a rep. When I send that email, I'll let you know if
Thank
he has
you.
responded or not. I'm following him on Twitter
Fire!
right now. So yes, because
We
this is
must see
democracy.
it. You
This
understand? We
democracy
must
where
see
we
it
did.
through.
Now the same trouser we go wear. The same
Trust me,
trouser,
I
the
love
same
it.
trousers. Now you will go wear for
Yeah,
these
I
next four
love it.
years. With the same
That's such
trousers.
an amazing move.
Yeah,
I need, honestly give
yeah,
us an update on that because why?
yeah. Because we don't we we don't
Mm-hmm.
we don't check these people. That's why they keep doing all this rubbish. Once we check them,
Exactly.
their body will
By
have
force,
they
and
will
we
have
must
sense. They will have
honestly have
sense.
sense in this country because now we have young people who are going into power who know nothing about
Yeah,
anything. Tabla rasa, and all they have as examples are the people right now, the old guys right now, who they look up to, who they're lobbying to, who they're going to
yeah.
take as mentors. That's what it is. So if we don't, if we, if, the change is now, change is
Mhm.
right now. It's happening every day. We can't wait for a tentative future for that. It's happening right now. And in any little way that we can hold ourselves accountable for that change, then we better. We're not great by mouth. We need to like put in the work to be great as well. So yes, for sure. I'm going to go and look for my own now. Ayo, this is a challenge. I'm going to go and look for my own. They're mad. Actually going to check. Do you
Everybody
understand?
go and meet your state out of reps so and say, please, how am I taking this
See,
my rights?
and
Please, thank
Pamoyo.
you. So yeah, there's a guy called Cheta.
Mm,
He's a political analyst. He's quite famous on Twitter. Um, so he put up an infographic on his Instagram account, prices of petrol in
mm-hmm,
West Africa. Then he put this caption there. For context, he said for context, the 5 billion naira per state
mm-hmm,
palliative is $5.7 million per state. If divided equally in each state, that would be 40 cents for each person in Kano or
mm,
$2.37 for each person in Bayelsa. Now, the cost
mm-hmm,
of a liter of petrol these days is 78 cents. So if the
mm-hmm.
cost of petrol is 78 cents, right, and somebody
How
in Kano
now?
is getting only 40 cents as palliative,
Mm-hmm,
or you Bayelsa are getting $2.37 in Bayelsa,
exactly.
that means this palliative is not enough. Clearly not enough, you know. But let's not even see how they will even distribute this. Who are the people who are
See,
eligible to even get this palliative? Is it the unemployed? Is it the elderly people? Is it people below the poverty
exactly,
line? How do you know the people below the poverty line? Where is that data? Where is that data? Is it accessible to every
exactly.
Nigerian? Let us know how you are going to do this. Because I can bet you this palliative
Pium?
will just disappear in the states. It will just disappear, swallowed among civil servants in the states, and everybody will clean
Exactly. That's
mouth.
what I'm
It
about
will
to
be
say.
like the
May
COVID
they share
palliative at
for
the end of the day
party.
again.
These are
Yeah. Then they hide
Jesus. They use palliative
Indomie.
to do party favors as souvenir for you to come and take home. Based on it's only
Mm-hmm.
those that attended the party
Yeah.
that deserve the palliatives. Mm.
Yeah. Excuse me. If you go Nigerian party and you
No be
wear
every
ashwabi,
time
now
oh.
you go carry souvenir go
Hey.
house now. But you will be
From
Gbogbomoya.
the
Better steal
table.
your juice. Steal that five alive
From
and
the
go home.
table.
Yes. Nothing is coming free. Steal balloon
I
too.
swear.
You have just to steal balloon.
Steal it from the table that
Yes.
they dropped it for
There's nothing for you.
everybody.
But yeah, that palliative was one of the
See.
craziest stories. It's a very crazy story.
Mm.
Another crazy story that went viral, which is
Okay.
shocking, is
Tell us.
is bamboozling.
Mm-mm.
It's Naira, Naira Marley,
Malians.
the rapper Naira Marley, appearing in an
Mm-hmm.
NDLEA skit
Mm.
or whatever it's called, or infomercial or commercial, and actually telling Nigerians, young Nigerians, with a straight face, that they should
I
not
love it.
indulge in the abuse of drugs. At this point, when you think Nigeria has gone so
Okay.
low, it goes lower again.
Listen,
Like, who even consider this idea that out of all the people, all the celebrities, all the artists in Nigeria, it is Naira Marley that we say
oh
say no to
my word.
drugs?
But
Why?
who better though? Who would they
Why?
have put? Who else would they have put at the end of the day? I feel like it's so ironic. It's so ironic
It's
because
a joke, fam.
I mean, I think that's the joke in it, actually. To be very honest, and I think they're really just cracking jokes. Look at now, our
Yeah.
Senate president is cracking jokes at our own expense. Talk more of the NDLEA. Do you understand? We are really on
So everybody's
some
a
high
joking.
cruise right now in this country.
Mhm.
Even the person we go shake him, the NDLEA chairman, where they shake your hand for there, that one too is probably high. There's a lot of drugs moving in this country, so I mean,
Ah,
what better way to say we do drugs, but we don't do
the
drugs without saying that we do drugs? Tone
messaging
deaf.
of NDLA is so archaic. The world has left the era of say no to drugs
Mm-hmm.
and now it's taking more of a mental health approach to it. And NDLA is saying say no to drugs. Bro, that shit cannot is not going
You
anywhere.
know,
It's not going to reach anywhere. At the end. We have junkies floating around. We have
a
productive
hundred
junkies in this
percent.
country. You go to work 9 to 5, do their work. You think they are sensible. You go back home and they're either on cocaine or
See,
some other
I'm
shit,
telling you,
on the colos
it's
and
so.
all that madness. Yeah. I think NDLA should just be focused about arrest. They should not
Hmm.
focus themselves on arresting drug dealers and drug dealers who sell like in large amounts, not those ones on the
Off your
side,
mic,
on
sir.
the streets
You
that
need to
collect
off your
change.
mic.
The ones that are bringing in like sheep.
You need to off your
Because
mic because
okay, I've lost my
if
mic.
you go down that
I've,
rabbit hole like this,
I've,
the people
I've
wey
tried for
fit ball
Nigeria.
come outside, you go bust your head. So just
It's
oh
even in
my
my
god.
area. They first beat me. All those
You
boys. They say, you want
understand?
to make us unemployed, you
See, if we
bastard.
go down that rabbit hole, it's
Yeah,
just and which is so baffling to me that so if there's a high consumption of certain drugs in Nigeria, is there no other way to work around
yeah.
it as opposed to putting out fake publications and stuff as if you care about the people when you really don't care about them because you're
So
also probably
yeah,
in the trade or in the consumption of it as well. So why we being two faced about it? I think that's one of our problems in
yeah.
this country. We're not honest with ourselves. Yeah, we're not honest to
Oh,
ourselves.
we're not honest. We're not honest. Yeah. So this is what I expect.
Mm-hmm.
Our new minister of
Or
youth.
the one that was
I can't
was
remember his
switched with the
name.
62-year-old Abby.
I can't remember his name.
Okay.
Yeah, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Should now look at or the Ministry of Youth. Let's just say Ministry of Youth should have a robust approach into dealing with drug abuse in this country because we are in a
Mm-hmm.
pandemic or epidemic or state of distress in terms of drug abuse in this country. You'll be
So
shocked at
crazy.
the amount of people using drugs in this country. I don't even
Mm-hmm.
consider weed. I don't even consider weed drugs again. That one is now nicotine. It's like nicotine now, but like higher ones, like opioids,
So
synthetic
crazy.
weed, all those very dangerous ones. You'll be shocked about how many
Mm-hmm.
people use it. Meth,
Approach.
we need a more modern, robust mental health,
Mm-hmm.
mental health aware approach into dealing with drug abuse in this country. I'm not the normal preachy evangelical. I'm on the pulpit
Mm-hmm.
of cleanliness.
Mm-hmm.
Therefore, I now say to you, say
Crazy.
no to drugs. It's not going to happen.
Um,
It's not going to happen. Them picking Naira
exactly.
Marley is just weird. As weird
I
as it
think I
is.
think that it's funny what it is. I hope that it's also a thing where they're actually, as you rightly said, going to take some active steps and just follow through with this whole pretense or this whole joke, if at all, because if they're going to try to do the right things by ensuring that, okay, if you're consuming drugs, or especially we have a lot of rehabilitation centers in Nigeria, but I mean, maybe not a lot exactly. I take that back,
We
maybe
need
not a
more.
lot,
We
but
need
we
more.
have rehabilitation centers
We
and
need
they need
more.
to be increased because even the homeless guy on the road too also takes drugs. Everybody is high on something. Is it that they are smelling? Like some people get a high off sniffing sockaways or smelling those gum, all those adhesive gum they use to gum shoe. Get what I mean?
Yeah.
Exactly.
Lizard,
And all those
physics of
things,
lizard,
they mash it
lizard
together and
excrements.
create something.
Yeah.
So there's a lot of ways that even drug consumption, even actual prescribed drugs are even crazy. Um
There's one day I wanted to
mm,
go. I wanted to buy codeine for my mom, see,
yes, it's
and
controlled. It's a
the
controlled
woman didn't allow me
drug.
to buy.
You know,
Yeah, it's a controlled drug now. Yeah,
some
not
people also
anybody can
go
now go and
into
buy codeine.
pharmacies in Nigeria and buy antidepressants and drink them. These drugs are stupid powerful.
Yeah,
Like they can drain your energy, and then you just want to go and buy it all over the counter. Another thing is
yeah,
antibiotics, right? So because I feel like sometimes when we're also thinking about these drugs, we're only thinking about the ones that people take for leisure, like leisure drugs, but like even actual um over the counter drugs or prescribed drugs. People abuse it in
yeah,
Nigeria right now. Gone are the day during the days of Dora Akonyele,
yeah.
she used to try to ensure that
Mm-hmm.
she ensured that there was a check for all of these things. But like right now, I don't even know. NAVDAC is not doing much. Sun is not doing anything. I remember I used to work at a factory. Do you understand? I used to work at a factory
Son,
in Agbara at the time, a drug factory, a pharmaceutical company. Anyway, let me not call it drug, a pharmaceutical company, and I know how, because of the fear of Sun or NDLEA popping into their factories at any time, or just coming to come and check what's going on. I know what that fear did for them, and how they ensured that nobody was overusing anything, that the drugs were really controlled, and like the raw materials for these harmful drugs were controlled. Only one or two people have had access to them, just to ensure that, man, nobody was trying to be, so that if anything goes AWOL or shit hits the fan, you know who to call and say, okay, you were in charge of this. What happened? And it's just so crazy because I don't know, Nigeria,
yeah.
we're fighting too many battles at the same time. Do you get what I mean? I feel like it's also about time that we
So
stop
many
looking
battles.
so much at only the government. Yeah, the government has a part to play, but it has a part to play. But young Nigerians who have bright ideas, right now, the presidency is just so close to you. If there's a 400 level student in somewhere in power in Nigeria, it means that it's closer than ever. If you have a bright idea, it's
Yes,
not
so
enough for us to say,
yeah,
oh, these people, they don't know anything. They don't even do. If you have a bright idea, put pen to paper, send it to somebody, distribute it as much as possible till it gets to where it needs to get to. And if the government sees any sense in your idea, they pick it up and put it into action, or like fund you for you to handle whatever it is. I don't know how we hope to like scale this thing, but it just has to happen. Small, 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 small. The change that
yeah.
we imagine will become a reality, and that's the truth. I believe in that. You know.
I beg. So NDLA, Oga Mawa, once our
Oh
former military administrator in Lagos. I beg. I think you need to Google I think you
my
need to Google who
Malians.
Naira Marley is so that you can pass across the next meeting next time.
Oh
I'm
my
sure they're
gosh.
not looking for who's a Gen Z person. Gen Z person. All the Gen Z artists, all the Gen Z will
I
listen to. Who is
imagine
that
say
Gen Z
they
artist?
give
Say
am
Marley, Naira
wetin
Marley.
dey call
Okay.
am. What's the name of this guy that did his wedding anniversary? Uh, what's the name of this musician?
There are plenty people like that.
Portable. Shit.
Oh,
Imagine say they give
Portable.
am.
No, 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 no. They can't get Portable. Nobody can
It'll
give
be
Portable
too
anything.
wild.
No, 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 no,
It'll
no,
be
no,
too
no. You can't
too
give me any.
wild
That
for
be too much. That be
sure.
too much. See,
I
Portable.
love
See,
it.
Portable doesn't do drugs. He is drugs.
That
He
guy is
is
super
drugs.
confident, honestly. Is the level of confidence for me, is his
Very,
audacity.
very confident.
He's super confident.
In his mind,
Ah,
he can sell
Omo.
out the O2 arena
Shout out
as
to
it is like
Ashake
now.
Force. Did he sell out?
Hmm.
Because that this thing was packed. No,
Yeah, he
YBNL,
sold out. He sold out.
Ashake,
Yeah,
they did a
he
thing
sold out.
right
He sold
there.
out.
Shout out to him.
Yeah,
I watched some of the clips. I am sure you guys probably gave a breakdown on
yeah.
Loose Talk, because as I see the 3 hours length of Loose Talk, I say, wow, there's so much to do here. Do you understand?
The spirit moved us. Funny enough, what we spoke about mainly is
Okay.
we're going to even talk
Okay.
about one of them in flop of the
Okay.
week. That's what we really took our
So
time to
when we get there,
dissect.
yeah.
Yeah. So before we jump into
Mm-hmm.
that, yeah, before we jump into flop of the week, just to say once again and just let
Ah, my
Ugochi
God.
know that my boy Neo has women
I
fighting for him. Even
I
women
don't want you
outside
to
are saying that,
associate
have you
yourself
smelt
with
him?
that brand. I'm
Have you
sorry.
smelt the boy
I don't
needle?
know. But I mean you're an adult, so I mean make your own
Fine
decisions.
boy
But
needle.
I wished different.
So So we're in our Big Brother
Mm-hmm.
Naija update, and a lot has been going on in the house. First of all, Kiddwaya has been bounced. I
I
thank
always
God for that.
let me give the Big
I
Brother
don't like
Naija
his brand.
breakdown. Let me give
Um,
it.
no, I've tried. I've tried. Me too. I've tried. I watch. Okay,
Okay,
you do your now.
exactly.
I
Let me be
add
chucking
where
it
you are the
in.
list.
First of all, the previous week, Messi is HOH,
Okay.
and at the end of the week, Kidwaya loses.
Yeah.
Well, is evicted from the Big Brother house. And Sheyi and what's her name? Ayomide Tayo's best friend T Badge are left. Even though again.
Ugochi, first of all, ladies and gentlemen, first of all, that is a
Oh my
that
god!
is a fallacy from the pit of hell. Everybody knows.
Oh my gosh!
Everybody who has been consistent on this show knows
Love it.
my number one
Mm-mm.
babe in the house, my number one fine babe in the house. I will not take that.
And of
Okay,
course,
moving
during the
on.
week again, the drama has begun in the Big Brother house, as per expected. I would have imagined that for people who are coming for the second time, they'll be more enlightened, or they'll probably act differently. But lo and behold, drama has befallen us. And what shall we do than grab our popcorn, sit back, chill, and
Brrr.
watch the movie as it unfolds? Yet again,
Did you mention
oh
sorry?
no, we'll get
Did you
there now
mention
because that
the
one is
people
still
that
very
came in?
recent. So we have to start what happened during the course of the week. So much
Okay,
happened during the course of the week, right?
okay.
So Ilebaye again
All
is
right,
in the news.
all right.
Yet again, the bad the
Buy it.
is it the Gen Z
It's called buy it
baddie?
now. Buy it. Just buy it
She's
now.
okay.
No, buy
Baye is
it.
in the
Just call her
gist
buy it.
again.
That's all.
I really feel sorry for her because I do not understand to what extent you have to hate or disrespect a person to the point of ganging up to ensure that this person goes home. And of course, the resident bullies, Pere, Ike, Amide Tayo's babe, because she also got in the mix. She was aware of what was being planned, but she didn't.
Excuse me. She's
Of a crossfire.
she's a
I
victim of
love it. Mm,
circumstances. Yes, now please take
mm.
it easy on
She's
her
mental
mental
health.
health, please.
She'll be
I beg.
fine.
Soft
She'll be
baby.
very okay.
So
She'll
please, that's
be
soft
on.
baby. Mm,
All
please.
right. All
Mother of
right.
two. Don't stress her.
She'll
Don't
be
stress her too
fine
much, I beg.
anyway.
Yes, thank you.
Anywho, some housemates were concocting planning to ensure that Ilebaye gets another strike. Remember, she had gotten two strikes first. First one for I think trying to fight in the house. Second one for having an altercation with Sissy and Doyin. And then this one again. And they are trying to ensure that she goes home. Of course, with a lot of hate from different members of the house. Um but of course, Pere had drawn up or set up a group to ensure the downfall of Ilebaye. But Ike, being the forward pawn that he is, and ensuring that no plan will go unsolid, he ensured to go and take the bull by its horn and threw Ilebaye's belongings on the toilet floor in the Big Brother's house. I hear that the toilet floor is really greasy and messy, and he did that to her just to ensure that she would react and be sent
Ew.
home, be given a strike and sent home. But God pass him. Ilebaye just cried. AOT2's babe was of course there saying, "Oh, I want to remove myself from this," but was right there in the thick of the planning. You know, it's the truth. That's a
Ugochi,
wicked person. I'm
I don't
sorry.
like the snide remarks.
That's a mean person.
I don't like this snide. I don't like this. This is see. She's just a
It's
victim of
colorism.
fear girl mentality. That's what you people are doing.
I love it.
It's colorism you people are doing. That's
Yeah,
why.
I love
It's
it.
colorism,
Sit
and I don't.
down, sit
And I will
down.
stand for it.
Don't stand
I will
for it,
stand for
sit
it.
for
Thank you.
it. Because I go tell you it and I won't tell you. That's a fucking big bully. What the fuck? And you can't even stand. See, one thing I no, oh, I'm
Moving on.
moving on. I'm moving on. One
Moving
thing I
on.
really
Moving
hate is
on.
when people don't own
Moving
up to
on.
their shit. See, you don't fuck up, you say you don't fuck up. Own it. Anywho, Pere was of the opinion that he didn't like any, and that's why he wanted Ilebaye to go home and all of that. But really quickly, before again the week, during the course of the week, We also see Tolani Badge fighting for her position and her rights to access to Batman Neo energy in the Big Brother house.
Hey, Neo,
The Aquafuru clan.
Akufure clan.
I feel
Yes.
that Neo is
Thank you. Thank
not
you.
a very bold person. I feel that he also likes controversy because I don't know how you cannot stand up for yourself and playing double fiddle all the time. It doesn't only speak to your character, it speaks to your integrity in a sense because how can some you be saying that you like somebody, but you trash her behind her, you come to her front and try to be her friend, but you're never for her. And because she cannot see what is happening in the house, she really honestly sort of believes you. And yet again, in this crossfire, Donny takes another hit because in all of this, Ilebaye sort of Baye sort of found some level of recompense in Venita and I think in Venita and I think fraud or something, knowing fully well that these guys were not, oh, Abi Venita and Shay. Ah, my God, Shay. God. I have not seen. I'm going to
Flop of the
just
week.
bring.
Just
Okay.
save it for
Shay
flop
was
of.
a
Save
huge
him for
miss
flop of
this
the
week.
week.
I had said it from my last take on the on what had happened in the Big Brother house. From that, their task that they gave them when they were arguing against men and women who are better business owners and who are better managers. Listen, that guy is something, but we're going to save it for the flop of the week. Um, all of that drama happened, and then of course Saturday came, and there was again Saturday house night party. Big Brother, in a shocking manner, locked 30 members of the Big Brother house out of the party for late coming. Very sad. They were all 10 boys and just Tolani Badge in the arena having a good time.
It look
I
it looked like
swear,
all those. It looked like all those secondary school
one babe,
parties when men
one
go
or two
plenty. Now just
babes
one,
go dey the
one
table
babe go
like,
there.
and again, of all the girls in the house to of course show up at the party, you had to be Tolani Badge. Well, I didn't see her having a lot of fun, but definitely the spots and highlights of that party was definitely White Money and Cross. They were having the time of their life. Dancing, they danced like their life dependent on how much they dance. No, they were having a ball. And every other member of the house was locked out. Some people were emotional, crying. Some people were changing it for Biggie. Some people, felt sad because apparently a lot of the housemates look forward to the Saturday night parties. And of course, on Sunday, Jonathan,
Yeah,
and they
maybe
get
just
to
put
find
up
out
for
the
them.
new songs that happen, the new songs in Nigeria. So I can only imagine how they felt. The DJ was also popping. Like apparently, I can't remember the DJ's name, but the DJ really popped. And then we moved on to Sunday real quick. Of course, Biggie had a panel again of Elozonam, V, and who was the last person again on that panel? I can't remember the last person. Anyway,
I can't
three of
remember.
them were to choose out of the three lowest housemates to be sent out of the Big Brother's house, and all of them chose. There was a consensus. Skidwire was sent home. Um, yeah, and then Biggie plays an interesting card on the housemates. One housemate out, three evictions, and four housemates back in the house. Still all-star candidates as well from previous Big Brothers. There was Mashallah, um, well, brought in new housemates into the house. So there was Omashala, there was Kimopra. Tell me, you
I,
don't like
I,
Omashala?
I have a confession. I have a confession, please. Kimopras Kimopras taking over V. I just wanted to announce to everybody that I was taking over. What's that name?
That's the new.
Busy
Oh
Baby. Yes,
wow,
the
Ayo, this your
Kimopra is the new one.
loyalty
Thank you
is
very
so
much. God
fickle.
bless. Great, great, great news to all
Oh,
parties involved.
but
Great
that
news to all parties
I
involved. Thank you
prefer you
very
to
much.
be with
Moving
that one
forward.
right now, Sha. But let's see how the course of the game goes. It's young blood, the body be banging. That's okay.
Okay.
So ink, you get what I mean? In comes
You know how to go
Omashala,
now.
Kimopra, Lucy, and Prince. I love it because the drama is about to unfold. Tolani Badge is about to show herself full on evidence, before evidence no day, but now evidence go day. You understand? And already things have already started to kick off. Lucy is already in her emotions and saying she wants to leave Biggie's house. I see that as of today, she has changed her mind. Omashola during his diary session also goes enters Biggie anyhow like evil spirits. They claim Biggie fuck up. Say how can he call everybody other person for to be a participant in this All Stars and he didn't reach out to him. Really, aired his feelings to Big Brother. It's been a great time so far in the house, and we're looking forward to more drama. Soma is HOH of the week. Nobody has immunity. Everybody's up for eviction. Vote for your faves, guys. What did I give out?
Yeah, and a little bit. Kidwaya sneaking a kiss with Messi, and Kidwaya's girlfriend had followed him. So now he's trying to make amends
Oh my
in the
word.
outside world. Yeah. So yeah, crazy thing. Shout out to
All
Busy
love.
Baby. The
Mm,
first babe is always the first. It's all love, but when
mm,
there's a new wife,
I
when there's
love
a new
it.
wife in the house, you have to
It's
take care
the
of the
new
new wife
broom, old broom
because she needs quality
syndrome.
time. So Kimopra, yeah, Kimopra is very, very. She's not
You agree
toxic.
that
She
she's
just the face
toxic?
setting it by pay her and
That
shout out
is
to her. Even though she was like, even though she
fair
five,
points. Fair
every five
points.
woman is
I see
toxic. They
what you
all know
mean.
that. Sir. It's like, come on, yeah, yeah. So it's me, Kimopra, and our 20 accents for now. Thank you.
Woman with many tongues. Pause. But yeah,
Yeah,
that's
yeah, yeah.
really I like the new
Pause,
mix in the house. What
pause.
did you think about Biggie's selection of new housemates?
Yeah,
Mm,
I liked
mm,
Omoshola there. I like Prince being there. I like
mm-hmm.
Kimopra being there. I think it's
Did you say
actually
anything
great.
about Lucy?
So we'll see how it works. We'll see how it works this week or get it tomorrow. No, no, I don't think about Lucy in
Oh
any
my
form or
word.
fashion. No, 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 no. They
Mm,
could have bought,
mm-hmm, mm-hmm,
they could have bought Diane, because Diane too,
mm-hmm.
she's good to look at. She's eye candy, but
She
hey,
fits
we are not
perfectly.
complaining. Kimopra is not. Hey, we are not complaining. It's
I love
Kimopra,
it.
so she fits in. The only person that's hotter is Erica. Apart from that,
Mm-hmm.
she's in the top three or
I
top
love
four
it.
finalists ever to this Big Brother. Yeah. Okay, that's Big Brother content.
Mm-hmm.
Before we jump into flop and prop of the week, now that we're done with Big Brother, let's
I
go into release
I swear.
therapy. And this one looks like
I'm so
somebody's
grateful
family
for
name,
this
but
person
we'll
because
read it.
this person
Yes.
actually it see the
We
person
are
took the
grateful.
memo
We
very
are really
seriously.
grateful.
Remember on our last episode, we're like, no release therapy, no new episode. One. Secondly, this person
Yeah, yeah,
released
yeah. Thank
because
you.
what is this length? I love it.
Oh,
Please, I am beyond grateful for this. I feel like I'm
yeah.
out of breath. So okay. So, release therapy from
Well,
Anonymous. It says, I'm on the starting line na dio. Say, I just had sex with a crazy babe. Not the sexy kind of crazy, like Yaba left, but not fully mad. But is a stalker and kind of crazy. Backstory. Oh gosh. Because why are you having sex with a stalker? So I met this babe in ABJ, fully
hmm.
taxed, piercings everywhere in all caps everywhere. Cool babe at an HNI event, high network individual event. She's a big shot in her field. Yeah. She's a big shot in her
Oh,
field
really?
and fully respected. I, on the other hand, am also a big shot in my field, and our fields, in a way, marry. I can't say she does. I can't say what she does because if I do, people would easily guess who I am. Okay. We met there, bantered a bit, and after the party, I saw her dancing and twerking like a bad babe, and I put it to the universe that before the year ends, I will bend this girl over and bless her with my D. God I beg. I'm based in Lagos. We kept in touch, and now she's in Lagos. I told her we should hang out for drinks. I had no intentions to knock her that night, but well, I was ready just in case. Another backstory. When it comes to first time knocking, I am very performative, very in all caps. On an average, my sex game is 5 to 6/10, and once in a while 7. But when I'm knocking a new person to make them digmatized, I ensure my sex game is a 10/10, and I make sure it is 2 rounds. I do it for the first few times. we knack so that it would be ingrained in their brains that this person can knack. Plus, I have a big D, so that helps. It will shock you. That's why when I go back to my 6 over 10 knacks, they won't be able to leave because they tasted the 10 over 10 knacks and they hope they get it again. And out of every 10 knacking sessions, I give them the premium knacks maybe twice. So out of 10, you give them 2, meaning the other 8 is 6 over 10. Love it. This math is great. Do not get me wrong. My sex game is not bad and 6 is good, but I'm not killing myself just to always please someone's daughter. Back to my story. I gave this babe an 11 over 10 max. God, I beg, outperformed last night, and this might be the biggest mistake I've ever made this year. Why was this babe telling me at the bar that she has no intention to date or marry? And after we nag, this babe starts to date gun body. I allowed her sleep over, and in the morning, I told her I had to be in a meeting for 12. Tell me why this babe kept insisting and crying in all caps, actual tears, telling me I should cancel my trip, that we should stay indoors and fuck. Okay. Anyways, Asha took her out to breakfast as a way to get her out of my house, and this babe started doing PDA. Oh, I forgot to mention, after we had sex, this babe immediately, in all caps, did video calls to 3 of her friends, gisting them about how I fucked her in my presence. I hate snitches and nah, so Oh, so I hate snitches and now okay, and now so gist they cast. In the morning to unprovoked,
Now
she
so
called another of her friend and was gisting her that she's in a man's house and was showing me on video call. That's 4 people knowing we knocked unprovoked in all caps. I'm a very private person and I do not kiss and tell as my reputation is on the line. So that was a red flag for me. This chick is older than me, so one would think she has sense. God, I beg you, don't collect stray bullets. Anyways, we went out and had breakfast, and this babe kept trying to kiss me in public and kept explaining to her why we cannot do PDA. In the restaurant, at least 8 people walked up to me to say hi and take pictures, and I explained how PDA is not my thing because of who I am. We sit down, start eating, and I tell this babe that we cannot have sex again because of all the things that she has been doing. And she says she will not stop with the PDA. She will have me. I must be hers. I must be hers. Tells me to shut up and burst into tears. I love it. In my head, I'm like, what the fuck, in all caps, is happening? She tells me she knows my house and she will show up unannounced for her whenever she wants. Okay. To be honest, I'm not scared of a crazy chick as I too can match her craziness. My issue is don't laugh. I mean, this are you laughing? He says you should not laugh. He says, oh
at
wow.
all.
He says, I have a serious girlfriend and I do not want this babe to be coming over unannounced. While typing this email, the babe literally in all caps parked outside my gate, told me to come outside, that she just wants to see my face. And after looking at my window to confirm that she was parked outside, I told her to fuck off. Bruh, my babe must not know. And if she comes when my babe is around, what sweet lie can I tell? Ayo, you're a fellow Yoruba man, and lying is in your blood. Help me with the lie. Ugo, you are an Igbo woman and wickedness is in your blood. Please give me wickedness tips to ward off this Edo witch that wants to ruin my life because of pretend sex that is not even really me. I'm tempted to call her back to give her the 6 over 10 sex so that her eye will clear, but Omo, I don't want anything to do with this babe again. End of.
Okay.
They say you should not laugh. I say you should not laugh.
First of
You get.
all, when I saw this
You
email,
get.
it looks very long,
I want
but
to
it
hear
now feels very short.
everything.
I don't know why. It's like so
Off,
there are
exactly.
many layers we have to peel in this. First of all, First of all, what this guy did is actually very good.
Mm-hmm.
A lot of guys do
Mm-hmm.
it. Like the first time you knock a babe, just to impress, because you've already
Mm-hmm.
made mouth. You go way beyond. Now the danger is that
Mm-hmm.
the babe now says, "Oh, more this guy's 1 out of 10. Let me
Exactly.
stay here," and that is where the problem is. My guy. First of all, you are dealing with a very
Love it.
unhinged mentally unstable woman. First of all, that is the problem. The second thing is that you
Wait,
now
why do
give
you
her
feel
bomb
she's
as
mentally
baby
unstable
and
first?
she
Let's
can't
back up a
handle
little.
the after effects. Because this is the behavior of mentally
Maybe she's
unstable
catching the
person.
vibes quick.
Is the behavior, first of all. It's too quick, my
Oh
sister. There's
my god.
supposed to be a filter. Have
Oh my
shame.
god.
Have small shame. Yeah, anyway, so you now go
Hmm.
ahead to compound the problem that you have a girlfriend. And which lie
Toxic
can
G.
you use to escape this? My brother, there's only one lie I can use to escape this thing.
Tell me.
There's only one lie that I can use to escape this thing. You have to fake your death. That's the only thing. You have to fake your death. Print your obituary,
Oh my
spread it
god.
across the city, and let us know. But seriously, this is a problem that a lot of guys have. They don't come out to say, and honestly, I don't know how to tell you what to do with. Is it that you come clean to your girlfriend, chop that bullet, chop that fuck up, and
Mm,
and tell the woman that look, I'm not doing
mm.
again, or tell your stalker I'm not doing again. If it's possible, police report straight up, say they're disturbing that, please disturbing me and everything. Yeah. Please, I beg you, do not have sex with this woman the second time. If you have sex with this woman the second time, she's going to get
I love
pregnant.
it.
I'm telling you down for sure. If you like, use use double
She'll
strap,
break
triple
through the
strap.
strap.
She will get pregnant, my guy. So the honest thing for you to do is just go and beg your girlfriend. But when you want to beg your girlfriend, first of all, kneel down.
I love it.
And now make sure that you're buying something very expensive. Beg her, roll on the floor. Tell her that you're drunk. Tell her that they put something in your drink. The girl put something in your drink. That she
Please don't
used
kill
you.
me.
That you're sorry now. Eh? Buy
Ew.
her a promise ring. Yeah. Yeah. And then one that babe never to come to your house again. I don't know the kind of place you live in, but I hope it's an estate. Let the
Mm.
security know. Give a security man the picture, her picture. So that when she comes to the estate gate or even your house
Mm.
gate, they don't allow her to enter at all. Yeah.
But
But dealing with stalkers are very,
this your
very tricky.
answer
You
that
don't know how
you
to get
give
them.
now
You
is you're
just
based
have
on
to
your
pray
daddy
that this
Geo
one leaves you alone.
status, on your esquire ship. You need to give him a Yoruba
So that's
boy's toxic answer. He's
please explain
asking
to
you to
me.
be toxic here. He doesn't want to. He doesn't want to be. He doesn't want to be saved. This person
No,
not asking for
toxic
Calvary. He's asking for continuity of bad behavior.
is the same problem. Oh no, it's not. He said he wants to lie. He said
Mhm.
he doesn't want to do anything with the baby again. That's what he said. Right. If that's the case, then another suggestion. I don't know how long your rent is, but I think it's time for you to move out.
And is this
Yeah.
the line that a Yoruba demon will give?
Yes, move out. You will be surprised.
Hmm.
Yoruba men that can marry 3 wives at the same time in
Fair
different
point.
states. You're not telling me it's just small rent. So
Hmm.
just move out.
Love
Tell your
it.
landlord you're about to japa and move out. Change, padlock all your socials. If
Shebi,
it's
you know
possible
that
for
this
you to
guy
change your
said that
number,
he's
change
living
your
in
number.
Lagos. You know how something in Lagos is not for the children of God.
That's the problem. And again,
I
that's the
don't
problem. Lagos is
understand.
too small. Everywhere go cast. Now the problem with that. Now the problem with that.
Mm-hmm.
Or this is the best way. This one you can do it. Tell your
Mm-hmm.
girlfriend that
There's
you have
that.
a stalker and the girl has been disturbing you. And swear on your great grandfather's grave that you never ever had anything to do with
No
this baby.
evidence.
There's no evidence now. Is there evidence?
No
She will explain.
evidence.
She go
All this.
explain. No evidence. My guy, do like
I
Shaggy.
love
Say it
it.
wasn't me. There's no sex tape. Mine is that I hope you guys have not done sex
Mm,
chat or any chatting. That's where problem we can't deal. Ahead. But
mm.
if you are a G and you're thinking 5 steps ahead, and it's just the
I love
phone
it.
call, my guy, deny everything.
Okay.
Deny
This
every
sounds like a
fucking thing.
Yoruba man's line. They will
Till your
definitely
dying
put you on
day.
lives.
Deny,
I love it.
deny. Until there's
So
evidence, keep
exactly, they
denying.
planted
If
you
there's
there.
evidence, say it's AI. If there's evidence, say it's AI.
I swear.
It's
It's not
AI. It's
you.
planted. It's copy
I
and
love it.
paste. Deny,
See,
deny.
I hear you,
Thank you
and this
very
guy is a
much.
G for this, for sending this email because what? As they hot, now you drop this gist. I love it. This kind of gist I like to hear.
But there are babes like this. There are enough. Almost every guy
Oh
can tell you about
yeah?
like this. One babe that some guys don't purposely don't have sex with those kind of babes because because they
Everybody
know
will know.
that once we have sex like this,
But
oh
how
no,
is he supposed to know
getting long.
though?
Yes, and that is why some guys. So that's why some guys don't have shame. Just give her the
But
5 or 6 and let her just go home. Simple. But all of you want to be doing
I don't know.
what's
I
that
never
guy's name
know
that's
their
very
names. You know
popular
that
in
you've asked me
adult
this thing
videos?
before. I say I'll go and check. I did
Uh,
not check. Hmm.
Johnny Sins. You want to be doing Johnny Sins. You want to be hanging somebody's daughter.
I love
Now she
it.
has come 5 times now in one round. Now
See,
she's not going back again. See your life. Mediocre sex would lead. Mediocre sex leads to freedom. That is
I love
print
it.
it. We need a sticker. CBIC sticker. Mediocre sex leads to freedom. When you start to do over
There's somebody
Sabi,
that listens to two three
that's where
four
the
that
problem
keeps a
is.
note of. In fact, there are a lot of people that listen to 234 that that keep mental and actual notes of your
Mhm.
punchlines. So
Please add that one.
those
Mediocre
people
sex
need them
leads to
so much
freedom.
because when we eventually need to make stuff where these punchlines need to be written, you guys are going to need all your inputs very importantly. But like, I mean, thank you, Daddy Go. I've missed hearing your feedback as regards the people who are in a knot and need to be released on release therapy. But this person, I'm going to tell the person one or two things, right? Um, First of all, you stigmatize this babe, or she actually genuinely likes you. One of those two, because for a babe, wait now,
Ugochi,
and
Ugochi
no
is knacks.
problem.
Is knacks. Is
No
nice.
problem. Whether it's big or
She
it's
has big
small,
ass.
Isha wanted to hit that, and he has eventually done that. That's the problem when you move to somebody without first of all discussing clearly the terms of engagement, because you can go and knock her the way like you love her, and now she thinks that you actually love her, and she's probably telling all her friends because I mean safe space feelings. That's one. Secondly, she bursting into tears and all of that is not enough for you to not stand your ground. If you really truly do not want to be with this person, you need to keep on saying it. And this is not even about the sex anymore, like whether the dick was great or this your dick must be made of platinum, because I don't understand that person they cry, they call him.
He's a Yoruba boy. Excuse me.
I don't
He's a
understand
Yoruba boy. You
really.
don't
I really
understand. You don't
honestly don't
understand.
understand for everything that you have just said, right?
Yeah.
But oh
The
well, I have an idea. What
God will give you a husband. Don't worry.
but
That's
I
very
know,
your
like,
husband.
as much as
Mm-hmm.
I understand that for you, she's batshit crazy. That could be her normal for her because in her mind, she has found a bubble, you know. And we only know the sex part of this conversation. We do not know the pre-sex conversations. I don't know the lines and the bars you went to go and drop with her and how she has understood those lines and bars. There's also that. Now, based off of the toxicity and the fact that you have a girlfriend, man, Mike G, if you really love that your girlfriend, if you love your girl so much, G, you need to keep her away from this drama more than anything. If you love her, if you respect her, keep her away from this drama as much as you can while you ward away this drama. And you need to be very firm on your wording off of this drama, because this person is obviously not going to go back, not going to back down nicely. Also, I don't think that this is a situation of, or this is a case of, people will hear about our gist, our cast. She also has a lot to lose from what you have described to us, with your family and the personality that she is. She also has a lot to lose. So I don't think she wants to also have her gist in the gist that she's a dead babe. I mean, take a cue from Tolani Badge. See, nobody wants to hear that shit, right? Um,
Look, sorry, I'm sorry, I have to say the segue. Low key, if you give Tolani
I
badge
see only
great dick,
fine
is
boy,
over.
only
Your
fine
life is
face
forget
has
it.
disoriented
Forget it.
her like this. See,
Finish.
but plot twist,
Finish. It's over.
no, let me not say
Moving
background
on.
gist because I don't know if it's true. Just whispers, whispers. There are people who actually feel like Tolani Badge and Neo
Ugochi, don't say
dead.
okay. Oh,
No,
oh,
no, no,
okay,
I'm not
okay,
going
okay.
to. Oh no,
Oh,
no,
okay, okay.
no.
I thought you were going to
Some
say
people
something
actually
else.
feel like Tolani Badge and
Yeah,
Neo
no.
have a existing palpable relationship outside of Biggie's house, because how else?
That is why. What? Why do you think that she's not going
And she
crazy? You
was
don't know,
forming
and she
some
don't
kind
get
of
house.
friendship
And then
before.
it's not easy to find good dick. Is not easy.
Ah,
Find
my
good is
God,
noisy. How
this
people know?
new, there's really, there
Thank
must,
you.
that's why this new, this one now, he has put new energy there because the energy is high. You don't see market value. God, I beg. You
Yeah,
understand? But as a
the hot.
toxic Igbo
The boy is
woman,
hot.
well, not a toxic Igbo woman because I'm not, but as a wicked Igbo woman, because the truth is that you are very correct when you say Igbo women are wicked. My dear, I'll say you should block her everywhere and see. Don't. I see that you're a good, you're a communicator because you're trying to tell her, oh, this. OG, if you no want again, make you need to understand. You know, men have this subtle character of when they don't like you, or when they've cheated you out of sex. In a sense, they start to withdraw. You know, before if you used to call them, you need to limit access to you. I think that's what I'm trying to get at. You need to limit access to you as, do you
Yeah.
understand,
In
as
short,
much as
zero.
possible because
Zero
only then can she
access.
get the message. Because now what she's trying to do is continue to tell herself in her head what she thinks is best or what she thinks a relationship should look like. And so the more you engage, the more she continues to believe that there's something to engage on. Do the toxic masculine thing and just like ghost her. As I mean, this should be second nature. I don't understand. You're such a good person and a bad person at the same time. Stay one place so that we can know how to yab you. Do you know what I mean? But yeah, reduce communication as much as you can with her. Protect your girlfriend. Keep her away from this drama that you have currently put upon the relationship. Because evidently, if this drama should seep out a little, it's going to be evidently terrible for you guys. But I mean, also, what's the word? Calculate, number your losses. If she hits the fan, who's going
Mhm.
to be the collateral damage in all of this? You know, so prioritize that person. Yeah, that's what I'm going to say.
Yeah.
Of the
And keep
progress
us
and the
abreast of
tactics you are
all the
using.
situations that are
Do you
happening. Thank you.
understand? And the tactics you have
Abreast.
decided to
Yes.
structure
Yeah.
this problem through. Yeah, I want to hear that so that people can learn. CBIC can learn. See that you people's this
Hmm.
organization, I be like
Thank
say
you.
things don't they dwindle
Okay.
small small. I know they talk anything. I don't hear anything about CBIC.
Uh, Omo,
No
since
only
they
at
remove
this talk
subsidy,
bang
people are
bang
not
bang bang
becoming
bang
again
bang.
like before. So no, 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 no,
We're not okay in this country.
like DJ Chicken got
I said,
DJ Chicken. That's why you cannot go for. We're not
you
okay
know,
people. We're
when
not
I
really
first heard that
okay.
shit, I was like, was this important? Did you need to do this? Is it necessary?
Yes, it was.
Listen, he said that
To
lonely
him, it
as it talk
was
bang bang
very
bang bang
important.
bang bang. Love it.
Mhm. Now, to wrap
Fine.
up this episode, this great episode, let's start with flop of the
Mm,
week because flop of the week
of
is actually
course.
very important, and I don't want it to overshadow. So,
Mm.
Seyi from the illustrious house of Awolowo has been more or less an asshole,
Mm-hmm,
or he
mm-hmm,
has revealed
mm-hmm.
more of his asshole nature this Big Brother Naija edition. People,
Yeah.
people first noticed it in the previous edition that he was
Mm.
in, but now it has come out full force. Now during a conversation or a tete-a-tete
On a
with
lone
the
night.
boys in the house, he said that yeah, he said that he's raising money for his son so that they can run train on women. And first of all, if you listen to Loose Stop, we
Mm.
actually define what a train is. But in case you don't know what a train
Please,
is,
masculine
I'll do
lingo.
the honors. A train is a consensual gangbang where 3 or 4 or 5 men have sex
Hmm.
with the same woman and the
That's
same
so
woman and they
fucked
take
up.
turns.
Is
So
that
they
not
call it a
raping?
train.
Is it consensual?
The idea
Oh, okay.
No, no. So I said consensual. Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
there are actually women who have that fantasy. Now, the act of you saying the act of a train being run on someone isn't bad.
Mm-hmm.
Isn't a crime if that's your consent. If there's consent. But the fact that and this is where my grassroots shade is that as a father, I believe he has a child or a future father if he doesn't have a child. This is what you are raising money for your boys to have trains on women. And I want to know which part of which age them age period would that be? Would it be when they are in their early teens, mid teens, or late
Toddlers.
teens, or their early adult age? I, I don't know.
Mm,
Maybe you've not. Maybe you said it, but I didn't hear. You just spoke about doing any educational
mm,
trust fund, leaving a legacy. I mean, your children are going to be Awolowos,
mm,
so I guess he knows about
mm,
legacy because we all know Awolowo in this country. If I fear if this is the legacy you want to leave for your children, it doesn't make sense. And he has been making very misogynistic statements
yeah.
in the house, from this edition. And this was just like an explosion of it. And people are already saying that this guy is problematic. Get him out of the house.
Mm-hmm.
And he was voted twice. He had the lowest votes
Exactly.
twice, but he was saved by the jury. This last one, thankfully, his stock has risen a little bit. It wasn't the last anymore. And I think it's just disheartening and shameful that, so you know how
Mm,
our elders say, remember the home where you come from. That Shay doesn't remember the home where he comes from. Maybe he needs a deep lesson to know what his last name stands for. And even if you don't have an illustrious
mm,
last name, even if you are the son of nobody, you can't go around having this mentality in your head that this is what you want to teach the future generation. A generation that we believe that will help us reduce the culture of sexual assault, harassment, and violence against women. Then somebody like you having a big platform like this on Big
mm.
Brother Naija and coming out to spew
Embarrassing.
that. And let's not forget that we have impressionable minds watching.
Yeah.
We have impressionable minds watching Big Brother Nigeria. There are boys out there, young boys out there who already even believe that
Mm-hmm.
young girls are sex objects, and you now coming out to say that. Boom. Some boys don't even know what a train is until they heard you say it and they googled
Mm.
it and they're like, "Oh, more." So this is the move, and it will be a sad situation
Exactly.
if that situation is not even consensual for them. You've now indoctrinated young men into the world of sexual violence because of, I don't know what
Hmm.
you're thinking about that day. I don't know if you're drunk. I don't know if you are taking anything. Although you've come out to apologize after Biggie had pointed out your statement and you've apologized to the woman. I don't think that's enough. I think when you come out of the house eventually, I don't think you are able to last long. You need to do a serious video and apology and dedicate yourself into sexual violence awareness in this country. It's not that you go and apologize and not hide. You when they're not doing start to end rape march and everything, you carry placard, you carry pure water, you carry buns with them, you carry meat pie, you be feeding them because it's necessary. That you come out to the forefront to erase the huge
Man,
blunder
I,
you've
you're
made.
such a good
Thank you very
person
much.
because all these ones you're saying, like these lyrics, ni, is the lyrics.
No, I know that. No, I
See,
know that you are going to now give him
he says I'm going
the
to give
hammer.
him the hammer.
Uh-huh.
See, first of all, I agree because I actually
Mm.
see, I don't know whether Shay feels like he's the shiznit and he's the bum diggy and he's the best thing after sliced bread and passy jollof rice. I don't know what he's really feeling like because first. Speaking of legacy, so he gets into a brawl with Kidwaya in the house, and Kidwaya's mother had said that once he's out, they're going to press charges against him for threatening her son on live TV. There is that one
May
first.
mama calm down.
My dear, you don't also
May mama
see,
calm
no,
down.
I
Calm.
don't think she
Mommy
should.
wire calm
See,
down.
that is how you also build
Mommy wire
respect.
calm down.
If you just because of a TV show, you allow some anyhow person to talk to your kid like that, next time nobody's going to talk to you, going to talk shit to your person. It's just what it is. You need to create boundaries. Yes, I get it. Though it might sound like she's overreacting, but look at the non-entity, and I say that with my full chest. Look at the non-entity that is talking. That is that is first of all, I'm so sad that he's married. And I don't know what the marriage really looks like, so I'm not going to speak about it. But I'm so sad for it because truly, this is what her husband thinks. Whether she likes it or not, this is not a happenstance. This is not whether he was drunk. We don't need excuses. There's no there's it's just like when somebody beats you when they're angry and later they come back and say they love you. No, that's who you are. It's just who you are. There's if you say you're a good person, you control your anger because anger is like every other emotion that we feel as human beings. Anger is key. Anger is a tool. So like I don't want people to be no, just like maybe he's drunk. No, he's not drunk. That's how he is. That's who he is. See, from that debate, I already said it. Like, how can you come on national TV and you're talking about how when women see their period, they cannot be logical? Are you okay? And it influences their decision. So something that is now biologically natural and innate to a woman, you now use it as a reason. And we're talking about, oh, the world is people like this. You know, I've said it before that I was in a group where some young guy was saying, why is it that why do women need to go to school in 2023? And then he doesn't stop there. He goes further away from plotting to try to harm Ilebaye in the house. Then you go ahead and you make stupid comments like this with your guys. Later, if you talk to men, you say, this your friend is a rapist. They say no. Or do you know any rapist? You say no. Look at them. Because the thing he was actually talking about, if you listen further to that conversation, he's not talking about having houses or apartments where his children can go and run girls train or however he plays that sentence. Manslaughter houses. Do you know that, of course, we've even said on this pod before, there are men in Lagos who have houses and spaces dedicated to that. Now, as much as we know that that's a thing, that's not a prideful thing. You don't come on national TV and say that. This person evidently hates women. I don't care what anybody has to say. Anybody wants to say anything, come and say it. I'm ready. This person evidently hates women because why? Why in God's name? Why was that important? That you're hoping that you give birth to boys. Guess what? Now these kind of people God they give girls. It go can't get like 7. I swear to God. And it will be too funny because do you understand? Because the age where we did
To the
now
harem.
is evidence goes too day. And this is e-trail. Do you understand? It's
You
too
choke.
the footprint
You,
too deep. And people will remind him of it. Do you get what I
of course,
do you understand? And you
yeah,
forget that you also have
you
a
never leave the
mother, you have
internet.
a sister, you have nieces, or you have women in your family, and this is the mindset. Like at a certain age, people will blame your parents, but right now, guy, you need a reorientation. Yeah, yeah, yeah. And I
It's
don't
all
think,
on
see,
you.
there's
It's all
nothing
on you,
that can,
bro.
for
It's all
me,
on you.
this vex now final because for you to have this mindset, this is who you are, this is how you are. Any other thing that he does, to be honest, you just be looking to me like he's trying to use band-aid on a big crack. That's what he's trying to do because why? This is honestly who you are because and the women in your life, they need in fact just let's even leave the women in your life because at this point the information is everywhere. Like you can tap into the information, but you obviously don't want to. And then you go on national TV and you be talking shit. This is not the first time. This is not the second time. This is not the third time. You even went into the diary room of that wager that they did where they were having that debate in the house. He still said it about his wife. And I was complaining about it just here. How can you go on national TV and be saying that your wife, she's one of the most intelligent people that you know, but since what you've noticed is that people they marry, sha. Na wetin I just really want talk. People they really marry and people they really find the person. This Chei, people that I've noticed in that house that their heart is so wicked. And really they need to be checked. And Big Brother needs to run a high psych spree on these guys or like they need to honestly visit therapists because this kind mentality, see Pere, see Shei. I don't know the kind person wey how they take Ike is just so daft. I've never seen a person more daft. Like, how can you be? You're so. Do you know? I'm about to segue real quick. Do
Now,
you understand? I'm about
now that to that.
to.
Now that to that.
Jesus.
Now that
Like
to that. You know, keep person. You know, keep person.
it
It
could
could be a
be.
development.
It
It could be a
could be right,
developmental
but
issue
at this point
from
again, you
childhood.
can't still be blaming
Yeah.
childhood in this day and age. You can't still be blaming. Like, there's only so many people you can blame. You do something bad to a person now say, now want to go and tell the person that you even wanted to do it to more people. She now said, Ilebayi now says, oh, don't do it to more people, oh. Don't do it to more people. You shouldn't do that. That's how Ike was now like, oh, no problem, no problem. I will not do it again because you said it. I will not do it again. It's just like, are you okay? Is that an apology? What do you mean by because you said it? Like, how? Like, apologize and apologize and let it go. Though he has apologized as of today, I'm seeing on social media. But like then again, all these boys really just be spewing a lot of hate, and it begs the question: where is the hate from? What did women do to you? Who hurt you? Because that hurt is so deep and is manifesting in you as an adult. And unfortunately, you want to put it in a child. Tomorrow, you say, when your child tells you that you are disrupting their mental health, you say, how am I doing that? It's like this. So you cannot take accountability. You don't even know you are wrong. Look at the haphazard apology he gave when Big Brother, what's it called, questioned him about it. One very haphazard apology, trying to fake being remorseful and stuff. Like, why are you doing that? But hey, whoever is offended by it and actually accepts the apology, cool. Me, I see it as what I have chosen for me and my household. What we have chosen to believe is that Seyi Awolowo hates women, and it is very evident in all his body language, the words he says, how he portrays himself, how he portrays his thoughts about women. It is clear. And any other thing moving forward will be performative, in my opinion. Period. That's what I think. Deadbeat guy.
Okay, moving from Seyi Awolowo's views on women to
Killing
young
it.
women who are doing great
Love
for the
it.
country. We have now entered our pop of the week. Eight students. First of all, we've got to eight students of Federal Government Girls College in Sagamu, or Shagams as it's called,
Love
uh,
it.
built a humanoid robot, and this robot was featured in Channels television.
Let me clap for them.
It actually looks good. Apart from the dress they gave it,
Amazing.
yeah, they tried. Yeah, tried.
Mm-hmm.
Actually, these are the kind of stories we want to hear from what's happening in our university, science, innovation, technology, and all that. And it goes to show that there are a lot
Regardless.
of brilliant minds in
Regardless of
Nigeria's
the
secondary schools.
yeah.
Regardless, even public secondary schools. Even public secondary schools, yeah, and this is an amazing feat. And I like to see what these young women will do when they get a chance, when they have a chance to go to university, obviously,
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
and go and develop more on their skills. Yeah, actually great from there. Maybe Tinubu should even welcome them
Exactly.
and give them
Or support the
small perks for
idea,
coming.
make it,
Yeah,
make it, put it on a larger
yeah,
scale and see like how it can even help the country.
yeah, 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 yeah. Yeah. But any robots we get for Nigeria, they go pick
But
your spare
see,
part too. I
shebi
don't
na
trust
from
these
Africa
boys.
dey collect
These boys in
uranium,
the
they
hood.
dey collect all the raw material they use dey manufacture.
Ah, fair catch me. I thought you wanted to say it's from Africa they collect the
Oh my
raw. I
god.
said,
But people
that
recycle.
is
Do you
it that bad
understand? They
again?
recycle the thing.
They feel they collect our
Do you understand? And
they
besides,
feel they
urine
collect
is
our
not
urine, we don't know.
so
So
useless. If you
it is what
recycle
it
it, you
is.
can also use it as
Yeah,
a means of power. I don't know the process or the end product, but like I've
yeah,
heard about
yeah.
this. I've read about this somewhere. So, but like, man, shout out to those
Yeah.
girls though. Hmm.
Shout out to these eight. Shout out to these
Love
eight
it.
students. Shout out to FGGC Sagamu, or Shagamu as is known on the
Whoop whoop
streets.
whoop
And
whoop whoop
yeah, more
whoop.
innovation from young Nigerians
Get
out
it,
there.
girls.
Yeah. And on that note,
And you're on
almost
a
2 hours.
roll. Well,
Wow.
you're on a roll this
We
week. How
tried.
you feeling? How's your mouth feeling? How's your body feeling? You have talked. You have taken
I'm,
your talk quota
I'm
for
feeling
the
great.
week.
I'm feeling great. I'm feeling great. I feel
That is
humble.
very much
For the month, Seth. I beg, next episode
I love it.
is only
You can't even try
monosyllabic
it. You
answers.
said, I know
Yes.
what I would say
I
that
beg.
would trigger you,
Yeah.
so that all your gladiators and your Voltrons
Okay.
they'll come and hound me down.
Now, so yeah, thank you guys for listening. It's been a blast. Send us fan mail.
Mm,
Yeah, we love the
love
release
it.
therapy today. If you have release therapy issues about your relationship, send it to us at fan
Mm.
mail at 234
Hear our
essential.com
take
with
on
other fan
different
mails.
topics in general. Follow us on every social media platform at Tutti for Essential
Yeah.
Podcast. And to James and John, two people in one person, hit me up in the DMs. Let's talk about the monetary solution to my pains and my trauma.
I have
Me self
I
na
have,
so me
I
self
have
I
done my
get.
I have done my account. It's very
I get.
active, please.
I'm looking for money to register
Okay.
my business
Um,
name. So please invest in me. Thanks and God bless.
okay, that's good.
Thank you guys for listening to 234 Essential and for being patient with us and for rocking with us all the time. We love
Yeah.
you guys. Be kind.
Peace out. We're out.